Good morning.
Look at that.
Yep.
Yummy.
Hi, and welcome to another Wog's World of Rex. On today's episode, we're picking back up with the 1970 Mercury Cougar, where we left off, on starting to replace the rusty sections up here on top of the car. So that's what we're going to do today. Waiting for Tavion to get here. It was a day where I was not able to go pick him up, so I'm waiting for him to get here. Once he gets here, we got a little bit of mess to clean up that's here all over the floor from the last time we worked. So we're gonna get this all cleaned up, make a little more space for us to work. And then, like I said, we're gonna get back to working on these sections here. So thanks for joining the show, and we hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Let's see how well that does. All right, let's go ahead and set this. First. Oh, and that one's for this. Remember, about a 45-degree angle. Yep. Good. Okay, now, yep, that looks good. Hopefully that'll hold. Now, remember what I said, with this metal you can keep going because it's nice and thick, so it's not going to warp as easy. So now that that magnet's out of the way, you should be able to start somewhere at the top and just start running a bead all the way down and just keep circling around. So.
sparkle, sparkle.
Alright, got your mask on, Esther? Right on, let me see how much time you have. There somewhere. There we go. Get it? Get it? Yeah. Okay. Today is Saturday, July 6th. Continuing on the 1970 Mercury Cougar. Last week, as you know, last weekend when Tavion was here, we had taken and we replaced these 4 areas of the car that were badly rusted. As you can see from the parts that from the pieces that we had cut out, the bad rust. So what we had done here was there was actually 2 layers of metal here. There's an underlayer. As you can see here from the rusty part, there's an underlayer, and then there's the top layer right here. So what we had ended up doing is we ended up taking and cutting that out completely on both sides, and we replaced the under part, the under metal part, the heavier gauge, and then ended up cutting out and doing the top panels. And we got to the area here where Tavion had done a lot of that welding and a lot of the grinding, but got to a part where he just wasn't quite comfortable with finishing up the grinding and the minor welding. So today that's what I'm working on. I'm going to finish doing up the grinding and the touch-up welding here for these panels, and these also need to be spot welded in place as well, so we'll probably end up finishing that up. And then I'll also be continuing on with this area here where we had put in the new piece of metal for where the battery goes. So basically we got a good start on that, got the panel bent, shaped and put in, and we got it tack welded, started up, as you can tell from the previous parts of this video. But that's what we had done last weekend, so we'll be continuing on that today as well. And then once we get that part done, that section there where the battery goes, it also has like a lower tray that's for structural support for the weight of the battery. So that was all rusted up, so we're gonna have to remake that as well and also put that in. I'm not sure if I'll get to that today or not, but we're definitely going pretty quickly on this vehicle, which is a good thing, picking up the pace. So thanks again for tuning in and for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this last part of this video. Thanks. Let's get started. So finished up the welding on the inside of the vehicle, and it's going to be easier for me to finish this panel off by welding it from the outside of the vehicle and doing the grinding work on the outside as well as the inside, just because the inside, a little bit of a tight fit in there to get to the panel properly to do the welding. So again, I'm just going to finish up the welding on the outside here and try to finish this up and make it look as good as we can. So here we go. Alright, so when I cut this patch panel here, accidentally had cut it a little short, so it didn't quite fill in the area here all the way across. So what I've done is on the back side I've put a piece of copper and I've clamped it in place here because when you weld, welding doesn't stick to copper, so it'll give me the ability to kind of fill in this gap with weld and join the two pieces of panel together. Well, now that I've got that started, I should be able to continue that weld across without the copper backing, because now I have something to build off of, starting with this point right here and working my way across. Alright, well, we got that all welded in and ground down as good as I'm going to grind it down. This will be behind the fender so it won't be visible, and you know, you can grind on it all day long, and all you do is thin out the metal to where you need to keep re-welding it anyways. So that's good for that area. And on the inside, we did some final grinding work on the inside as well, and with a little bit of body filler over that grinding, that'll cover the waviness, which again, you can never get rid of all of that. You can weld all day long and grind and weld, and you're always going to have some distortion of the metal just from the welding, because the welding creates heat. So at the end of the day, you got to pick a point where you stop grinding, and then you just, you know, decide to go back and put a little body filler on it. So that's where we're at now with this area. Got it all done up. So like I said, now before we tackle primering and painting of the engine bay, I'll just put a little body filler in over top of the welding there for this battery section, and it'll be good to go. So the only thing that we have to do now before this battery section is considered complete is underneath of that area for support there was like this lower tray. You could purchase these through most websites for about $40. I have the ability to make this, and I've already got the metal laying around, so we're just going to go ahead and get to making this lower tray. Like I said, that kind of mounts up in here at the bottom. So once I'm done making this, we'll weld this into place and also get that ready. All right, well, as you can see, I got the one on the right here all cut out, and the two holes here, they line up with the two holes over here. That checked out really good. Now what I have to do is, if you take a look at the old one, the only other thing on here is there's a hole here and a hole over here, and that's where the bolts come down through that actually hold the battery tray as it passes through this section. So I wasn't able to cut holes that small with my plasma cutter on the table. So what I have to do is I have to mark this piece of metal. I have to mark the new piece here, which I've actually already done. I've already measured out. I've marked it with a little tiny dimple there, and one over here as well. And I'm going to take this over to the drill press now, and I'm going to drill it. And then what'll happen is if you take a look at the old piece here actually has a threaded nut that's been welded in place. As a matter of fact, the last bolt that was in there actually broke off. So I've got those as well. So once I get this drilled out, we'll be able to weld those nuts in place. Okay, so the only thing we need to do now is we just need to bend these four edges up and weld the four corners, and that'll add strength to this, because right now it is still flimsy. So we'll go ahead and we'll get that bent and we'll get those welded. Alright, well, I sprayed that with weld through primer, and I drilled 4 additional holes down here so I can go ahead and plug weld this to the body of the vehicle. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, well, we got that all welded into place. And I think that looks good. So that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.